Even though we're in a crypto winter, there is so much breaking news. Let's dive right in. First, Napster announced plans to launch a decentralized music-first ecosystem on Algo to empower music makers, rights holders, and fans while bringing them closer together. We know LimeWire raised a bunch of money and launched an Algo. Now Napster is doing the exact same thing. Massive partnerships for the Algo ecosystem. Here's an update on Graph. Speaking of massive activity, look at the month of June activity on the Graph protocol. The Graph protocol is the Google of crypto because it allows you to query data via blockchains. That is a historic month of growth. It's an all-time high. We're just getting started. A lot of these assets are going to emerge from the crypto winter, so you want to stay on top of the activity. Speaking of a high-quality asset that's going to survive this crypto winter, Chili's. Is it time to announce our $50 million Chili's fund for developers who want to create, develop, innovate, to interact with 100 plus fan tokens globally? So lots of money, lots of activity on Chili's. Here's an update from the Sandbox Metaverse and Polygon. The popular Ethereum-based metaverse gaming platform has unveiled a bridge that enables users to transfer their virtual NFT land and native sand tokens over to Layer 2 network Polygon. So Sandbox Metaverse, which obviously we've talked a lot about, huge activity there, moving on to the Polygon blockchain. Massive. Here's another asset, extremely high quality, slowly but surely taking over the world. Binance is on an expansion spree in the emerging markets as it signed a new memorandum of understanding with the securities regulator of Cambodia to help them with crypto regulations. So they're just dominating the world, helping Cambodia with crypto regulations. They just signed a massive partnership with Cristiano Ronaldo. Look who they just signed one with as of today. Meet our new brand ambassador, KB Lame, the most followed creator on TikTok. He's going to launch exclusive KB Lame NFT collections on Binance. Cristiano Ronaldo's doing it. Now KB Lame, the biggest people in the world. We know Binance sponsors The Weeknd as well. He's like the biggest artist in the world. Absolutely huge. Here's an update from Wax. Wax Studios is proud to announce the launch of Wax DeFi, a blockchain DeFi product that provides yields to participants that are based on real economic activity. So what you can do now is swap your Wax P tokens for Wax E tokens, and then you get to earn a share of the revenue on the Wax ecosystem, which is absolutely massive, and you're rewarded with Wax G tokens, which are governance tokens, which gives you a vote over the ecosystem. Here's an update on Polkadot. Polkadot's founder announces steps toward full decentralization with new governance model. We like seeing decentralization because it means we don't have to rely on one team to make the right decisions. You want it to go to the community. That's what they're trying to do, build a technocracy on the Polkadot ecosystem. And so it's going to be community driven. You can sleep well at night knowing that you don't have to rely on just one team to make the right decisions. That's called centralization. That's why it's difficult to invest. That's why you need to diversify generally. Here's an update on Bitcoin, the king of crypto. Euronext Amsterdam to launch its first spot Bitcoin ETF. Okay, so another spot Bitcoin ETF. Switzerland just launched one. This is extremely exciting to me because it means that when the crypto bull market finally returns, once the entire market recovers, we're going to have way less circulating supply available because all these spot ETFs are going to be taking it off the market. Absolutely massive, very exciting. Here's another update on Bitcoin. Samsung is producing chips for Bitcoin mining. Intel is producing chips for Bitcoin mining. Now Samsung, two massive companies. Here's another update. The Bank of International Settlements proposed today that banks will be allowed to hold 1% of their reserves in Bitcoin. That's $1.8 trillion of potential money that can move to the Bitcoin ecosystem. This is so big. Here's an update on regulation. European Union has reached provisional political agreement to trace the transfers of Bitcoin and crypto assets. They don't want to ban it, they just want to trace it. And so obviously that's regulatory clarity, good for people who are investing in it, not so great for privacy if the European Union wants to trace every single activity, but I think that's the foregone conclusion. The big business, big government is just going to want to own and track it and tax it, but it's not going to hurt investors once you get that regulatory clarity, which we are getting. Here's an update from JP Morgan. JP Morgan says the current deleveraging cycle in crypto markets may not be very protracted as stronger companies are stepping in to help contain contagion, and a venture capital funding for the sector is continuing. That's an analysis by the biggest financial institution in the world. Obviously, you have Binance, you have these strong crypto assets that we're talking about, building, stabilizing this. And so once the entire market recovers, which is all due to macroeconomic manipulation, once that happens, they are saying there's a floor to how low this ecosystem, this space can go. It is such an exciting time. We will stay on top of this market.